I went and said I shouldn't do, but I do not choose to walk away. No, I've only just begun to say all the sweetest little things about you, to put a smile on your face, 'cause you're my new boy. My little fella don't know how it's gonna play. I know I'm done with yesterday, 'cause you're my new boy, baby. We could be something. No, I couldn't take it slow and see where it all unfolds, 'cause you're my new boy. So let's just wait and see how it goes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Writing a song is always a journey, a choice. It has many moving parts, and where you choose to place your focus is a balancing act that can arrive in either success or failure. So far on my musical journey, some of my successes include 3 recording contracts, 3 publishing deals, 2 albums, an EP, collaborations with legendary artists, and an Oscar nomination. These have not been achieved without the many challenges and failings I've had to face along the way. This is life. The reason I'm on this stage is to tell you a story about hope, curiosity, motivation, and inspiration. These 4 principles are what stand between failure and success. And I want to show you how they've guided me through my life's adventures and my musical career. A hero is somebody admired for their achievement and courage. And I advocate using these 4 principles to be your own hero. Picture this. It's 1992, and I'm traveling alone in Bolivia. I hear about a small town nestled deep into the Bolivian rainforest called Coroico. Who doesn't love a rainforest, right? I figure I have to go. So, I discovered there's only one road to take me there. It's called the Yungas Road, also known as the Death Road. You can imagine why. It climbs to 15,000 feet. That's half the height of Mount Everest. It has no road barriers and is the width of a single vehicle. It has along its pathway waterfalls, mudslides, rockfalls, and flooding. It claims an average of 250 lives a year and is still branded the most dangerous road in the world. At the time, I didn't know this. So naively, yet motivated by the thrill of adventure, I hop on a minibus and off to Coroico I go, blind to the perils that lay beyond. Around the same time in my life, my motivation in the music business is wedged firmly in my desire to begin my career and succeed. I have no idea what lies ahead. This motivation drives me towards my first big break. I end up signing my first record deal. This leads me to perform alongside the Spice Girls in front of crowds of 100,000 people and flying to Miami to make a glossy music video with an entourage of 50 people and more. Those were the days. However, It doesn't take long for the pitfalls and the pitbulls to come along. After all, this is the music business. Nonetheless, I'm undeterred. I'm still motivated. I've begun my journey, and that's what matters. The future is looking bright. Back on the Jungus Road, the death road, as we climb past 8,000 feet, the road begins to narrow and the terrain becomes more treacherous. I notice I'm the only passenger smiling because, frankly, as the only young, naive, enthusiastic tourist there, I'm the only one curious enough to be excited by the journey that lies ahead. Curiosity can lead us in all manner of directions. Curiosity can kill the cat. But more often, curiosity will lead us down a path with challenges worth facing and worth pursuing. For me, I experienced this with my second major record deal. It was the big one. I've been working on it for 3 years. It was the kind you read about in the newspapers. I was at my peak. I was on top. Within a day, everything changed. With no explanation, I was dropped from my label. Reality set in. And motivation and curiosity alone just weren't enough. The subconscious mind began to work against me because suddenly a new friend is sitting at the table. Fear. Speaking of fear, at this point on my death road journey, as we keep climbing, a silent tension has taken a hold of the minibus as the number of makeshift crosses steadily increases. From out of nowhere, a speeding pickup truck somehow manages to pass us by. 5 minutes later, a situation unravels that resembles this. How did I feel when I saw that? Shocked? Concerned? Yeah. Deeply aware of my current circumstances? Yeah. But in that moment, I really had no choice as to how to react. I simply had one way to go, and that was to continue forward. So, with a simple nod to fear, hope appeared, leaving no room at all for fear to take a hold, because when the road gets tough, the tough get going. So I held on, believing we'd all make it there in one piece. To have something as simple as hope to hold on to can be powerful enough to push you past any fearful state of mind. But the truth is that so far, I've lived a conflicted life. I often find myself at times torn between fear and inspiration. And the 4 principles that guide me have at times been clouded by fear. The inner dialogue that points out my failings and scolds my approaches if they don't deliver enough in value. Fear forces us to question, to doubt, to procrastinate, to reevaluate who we are. Fear creates conflict between living the scripted versus the unscripted life. Fear says things like, what's the point in doing that if it isn't going to get you there? Why are you doing that? You've been here before. Remember that time? Get real. Well, guess what? Inspiration doesn't live in reality. Inspiration drives us to move way beyond our fears because inspiration quashes fear. I'll repeat that. Inspiration quashes fear. Suddenly, you feel that flicker of hope again. And it's that which inspires me to sit down and create music. Time is suspended. I'm back on my journey. I'm in the moment. Obviously, I live to tell the tale. But when I look back on that journey, I realize I found the hero in me. I just didn't know it at the time. Motivation, curiosity, hope, and inspiration take us to new roads that steer us away from our comfort zones to the ones less traveled. And I've great news for you all. It doesn't have to be death road. It doesn't mean you have to run marathons in the desert or attempt to climb Mount Everest. It doesn't have to be high risk or extravagant at all. It simply means taking that salsa dance class that you saw advertised. Because you know what? After the dance class, you may get invited to a party where you meet the guy that has a friend that you end up marrying, or simply taking up a new hobby just to keep curiosity alive. I decided this year my hobby is learning how to darn, and for those of you that don't know what that means, it means invisible mending. If you're inspired enough, you take on more challenges. You mark disappointments down as valuable experience, and you keep traveling down roads less traveled, because it's not about the destination. It's that you took the road at all. And the people who are willing to take on new roads are heroes. That's what I'd like to sing about for you all now, with a new path that I'm on, combining live programming technology and the harp. This song is called Find the Hero in You.
I have traveled down this road I took, armed with many things I need. And when my troubles take a hold of me, I got to find the hero in me. I have climbed the peak and reached the top, just to find I'm halfway there. And if I stumble, I step to my feet, so I can find the hero in me. PhD in economic strategy and Bitcoin and Ethereum. I lost in their delirium, but what I know is how to sing. If you're looking for that something and that something don't come, and you be waiting on a miracle, but miracles are biblical. Bring on back to you. You gotta be bold. You got to be beautified. You got to be strong to find the hero in you. Find the hero Find the hero in you, find the hero in me. Be the hero for me, to find the hero in you. Find me, gotta find me the hero, gotta be the hero, to find the hero in you. Find the hero in you, find the hero in me. Be the hero for me, to find the hero in you. Thank you very much.